Greetings everybody, this is Marcus Toole and I'm in my home orchard, and this is my McKibben plum tree. Actually it's McKibben, it's got some other varieties grafted into it, but most of the tree is McKibben. McKibben is a Chickasaw variety, originally in North Carolina, was moved by wagon train to, I believe, Mississippi in the aftermath of the Civil War. And I got it from a descendant of the family a descendant of the McKibben family, which had the tree originally. It's a red plum. It's a late ripening variety. Yesterday I did a video of talking about the corrective pruning that I did on my very large Tooles Heirloom Chickasaw plum. Mind you, this is the same species, and this is a tree where I've actually kept on top of the pruning. It's actually really pretty well shaped. You know, maybe those of you who are pruning experts can think of some things I've done better, but this is how they're supposed to look. It's got a fair crop of small plums on it. Part of the plum is actually Robusto, which is a hybrid plum that's grafted in. The graft is right there, and so those three limbs coming up are actually Robusto. This limb here that's looks a little different from the others, that's another hybrid called Excelsior, and the jury's out on whether Excelsior has a low enough chilling requirement to even bloom here. It hasn't so far. I just wanted to show you, you can see the classic vase design. And when you're really starting with pruning a plum tree, this kind of shows that, you know, I don't have any limbs above the center of the tree that is shaped like a funnel, and so the sunlight can go down right straight to the trunk. Over here, I have a little baby plum tree, and this is actually a seedling from the Robusto hybrid. I talked about it in the fall, and of course I haven't really started training it yet. What I'll do come fall is the training will mostly come in the form of thinning, taking out some of the branches and just choosing 3 or 4 main branches radiating out from the center that will begin the base of the funnel. And then of course and I'll choose ones that will funnel up in a shape similar to what that tree has taken. Let's go to the back of the yard, and here's another little plum tree, another little seedlings in about the same stage as the other one. We'll go back, we'll talk a couple of more. I still have a couple of Tooles Heirlooms in pots here. I probably ought to still send some to people. I may still have people out there wanting some. Here's a couple of little plums. This is a one called Flea Market. Carl Moore gave me the scion for this, and as you can tell, this is a graft, and it's actually doing quite well. Way better than any of the attempts to graft it last year. I'm really pleased with it. I had such a hard time last year, I actually did a second one. And this tree will find a new home, you know, assuming that it survives. This here is a baby plum tree that I got from Brad Harper. We're calling it Sonny's Yellow. This is a yellow Chickasaw variety, and you know, it'll be similar to Tooles Heirloom, except the plums will be yellow as opposed to orange. Now let's come back to a young plum tree. This is a grafted Guthrie plum, and once again I'm doing my best to prune it properly. This branch here may eventually go. What I'm going to try to do is encourage it to send some new growth out that way, and if it does that, then I might let part of the limb stay. I do want a limb to kind of fill that space there. And it's just a matter of who's going to do it, and can they do it without crossing the center stem, because we want to keep sunlight being able to come down onto the trunk like so. All right, let's see. Another tree about the same stage of life is the odum, and a very similar setup. And some more young trees. This is a sucker that I got from a guy in Louisiana, and this is actually 2 grafts of Auburn University cherry. I think Auburn University cherry will end up being a very large tree, probably very similar to the Mariana. I don't know that my spot can take a very large tree, so it probably means lots of pruning. Here's a Bowie plum, a Bowie, I think this is a Bowie red, and that's also the second attempt at a graft, and it seems to be doing okay as well. And of course we're back to the Tooles Heirloom here, which is full of little tiny baby plums. Well, that's it. I just wanted to do a quick look at the orchard and talk about the pruning of plum trees and their various stages of life, from the little baby plum trees to a fully mature plum tree like the Tooles Heirloom. Talk to you later. God bless. Bye.